In today's video we will be taking a look at my new and improved Club World Cup Fantasy Draft, whilst really delving into the importance of the scouting bonus points. Before we get into the draft, as always be sure to like and subscribe, the support does not go unnoticed, and if you are interested in being in my mini league, be sure to enter the league code shown on the bottom of the screen right now or click the link in the description. Okay, so if we get into the updated team then, in goal we have Neuer, nothing new there. Of course, Bayern face Auckland in game week 1, and we all know that is a very easy game. We shall go into more detail on Auckland City and how poor they are when we move on to some Benfica assets. My sub goalkeeper is now Armani of River Plate. I did have Summer in here previously, but due to his very high price, I've opted for Omani, who is only priced at 4 million. I think this goalkeeper pairing is fairly basic, but I don't think there is a better alternative. Okay, so I'm highlighting these two Benfica players purely because I think they're going under the radar. At the moment, we're looking into the near future, so game week 1 and game week 2, as I think most are using their wildcard in game week 3. So the players you have in your draft right now will not affect you in game week 3. Of course, Benfica face Auckland in game week 2. And of course, Auckland being the worst side in the tournament, they're not even EFL standard. In terms of rankings, they are a National League side. So when they're facing massive European sides like Bayern Munich, which many managers have identified, they could be slipping 5 or 6. Everyone has gone big on Bayern players, and rightfully so, but Benfica, not so much. And most Benfica players are under 5% ownership, so they will be eligible for the scouting bonus points. The two players from Benfica that I have picked out are Pavlidis and Otamendi. Again, they are eligible for the scouting bonus points. 3.63 expected goals against Auckland, and when Pavlidis has 40 goal involvements this season in all comps, you expect him to get at least a goal or assist because of that very high expected goals they have against Auckland in game week 2. Again, 74% chance of a clean sheet in game week 2 against Auckland, and that obviously benefits Otamendi, who has played every minute for club and country in his last 32 games. And Otamendi also possesses a goal threat, 7 goals from defence this season. Something I could look into is transferring Otamendi for game week 2, but I did originally have double Porto in my defence, but I don't fancy their clean sheet chances that much anymore as I did then. Talking about Porto, I had Fernandes and Moura in my first draft. I've opted for only Fernandes now, because Fernandes is 0.07% owned, and Moura, I believe he is around 11%. If Porto keep a clean sheet, Fernandes will be on 8 points because of his low ownership, and Moura will be on 6. So as you can see, that is a big difference. I've gone for Colwill over any defender from Chelsea due to price, and he's pretty nailed in defence. Hakimi is very basic, I know. Half of the managers in the game own him, but that is for good reason. If you saw the final the other day, you'd know that he played in a very advanced position, practically playing as a winger. So goal involvements are bound to come against weaker sides. Rearson is my final defender. I talked about him previously in my last video, so there's not a lot to talk about, but I say it's pretty important to have a Dortmund defender in your team because their group is very easy. Moving into midfield then, Cole Palmer. He's on all set pieces and he's coming off a very, very good game against Real Betis. We now know who Chelsea will face in game week 1, LAFC of the MLS, and it doesn't make that Palmer pick any less good. If anything, it makes it better. Elise is a new addition to the side. You've got to go big on Bayern, as I said. Musiala is also a good option if you don't want to go for Elise. He is very similar to Elise, but there are doubts if Musiala will be available for the Club World Cup. Rodrigo Moura is in. I really wanted a Porto attacker in my side, and Rodrigo Moura is that. 14 goal involvements in League of Portugal this season. I think he will make up for the loss of Aguilar, or however you pronounce his name, because I cannot fit him in my side. I've opted for Brandt over Adeyemi. Brandt is less expensive, so saves money to spend elsewhere. 6 goal involvements in his last 4 games, and that is fantastic stuff. Arrascaeta is my final midfielder. Flamengo face S Tunis in game week 1, and I'm fairly certain they are one of the worst sides in the competition. So I think it's wise to bring in a Flamengo player, and if you're doing that, it has to be Arrascaeta. The Brazilian league has only recently started, but he has 9 goals and 4 assists in 9 games. It's a decent price tag on him too. Kane and Guirassy are the final 2 players in my 15-man squad. Again, basic picks, but they are the 2 best strikers in the Bundesliga, and of course they have great groups in the Club World Cup. You would be very brave to go against these 2 players. And finally, at the moment, I've activated my 12th man booster. I've gone for Haaland currently, but that can definitely be different come the game week 1 deadline. This is how I will go about using my boosters. Of course, 12th man in game week 1. I think that is the best option because most goals will be scored in game week 1. The reason I haven't gone for max captain this game week is because Kane is there. Really, captain Kane and you'll save your booster. Game week 2 is probably when I'll use my max captain, then wildcard in game week 3. I'm wildcarding in game week 3 because most of the bigger clubs are likely to already be qualified to the knockouts after game week 2, so they probably will rotate in game week 3. Okay, so there is my updated draft. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you are looking for more Club World Cup fantasy content, be sure to have a look at my Twitter. That will be linked in the description along with my league code. Again, if you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and hopefully this will help you out with your drafts.